Oh, yes. I was like,
Okay.
I was questioning myself because I've never used Zoom before. So I was like, I had
Oh,
to call my daughter out here. I was like, help me make
oh,
sure.
look at that. It's okay. It's a very confusing thing. Well, welcome in. Are you ready? We have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You got me. It's so nice to put a face to a name. How are you?
Oh, yeah. I'm good. How are you?
You're like, I see you all the time. But
I
it's
see.
nice
We have
to
FaceTime every day, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We do. Well, you have me here. We have the whole thing going on. You already know how I work, right? So I get signs and symbols. I get feelings and emotions. They put me in different situations and make me relive, refeel, or re-experience something. And the last one is I get words and phrases. I am going to have my little notepad per use. You know, I just scribble in it. And then I am going to be looking everywhere else. Why is there a guy here first? Interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Were you expecting to have people that were heavy? You were expecting to have people that were heavy here, weren't you? Yeah. Weird, because that's like the first thing that shows up. I'm wondering if that was the person that was with me last session. He's like sitting here. I wonder. Ooh. And we'll have to go in and figure out who all these people are and stuff like that. Hold on. You have a lot of the feeling around you. Now I'm just going to tell you what it feels like right now. You have and I don't know why. Hold on. And you're doing everything on your own? Like you're one of those badass people right now?
No, well, no. I mean, I have my husband and my daughter.
You have a husband? Yeah. Oh, I know.
He works a lot. So
all the time. Yeah. There's just a feeling of there's a gentleman here, one of them. There's a couple others, but I'm not focusing on them yet. And he has the feeling of, I have to stay around here. I have to kind of like help you out or just like be the support to you because you're here like by yourself a lot or like with your daughter a lot, you know. He feels a little bit heavier, a lot heavier. There's almost now I may get this wrong with feelings just because some of them are pretty abstract. What are you doing? This is the feeling. He keeps coming up in my head. He keeps just trying to stay next to you. And this is the feeling. Like, it's almost like if we're wanting to like come clean or talk or just like give you the unbenefit of the doubt. It's like all of it mixed together with like gray and blue. I don't know. And so I'm trying to figure out who this is.
For some reason, had a feeling I would hear from him.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see. Probably because that's the person that you have to have like the most resolve with. That's what ends up showing up. Or like one of the people, that could be one of the things. Hold on. Come here. What are you doing? It's weird. They almost like try to be very domineering, or maybe they were trying to be very domineering with you. I wonder if it's like, they give me the feeling of when I had, they're dark. Who are you? Where they didn't die old though. They didn't die old. Doesn't feel like that at all. Died younger. What? Hold on.
That's exactly who that is.
Yeah. Just because this is what they show me. The way that they look, you know, I like to explain things. He's standing beside you, and all I see is what would be almost like an outline of a head, a body. You could tell it'd be like a younger gentleman, not an older gentleman's body. You could tell he's dark. He's wearing almost what would look like a black long sleeve sweater, something like that. You can tell where this is at, that it's cold or cooler. A lot of arguments with this person, or a lot of like arguments, yelling. I wonder if it's like yeah. Was it like an ex-fiance or something like that?
Ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
He's been here. He's been here. He was in my last session. Okay. And I know, number one, y'all are not in New York, because this person that I was channeling, I was just in New York right now. And my client was, and this person wasn't. They kept talking about Oh, come on now, you got to get over it. Who are you? Hold on. He's very angry. He's pacing. It's all the quintessential pacing, pacing, pacing. He gets a little angry, kind of like tries to like flip things or something. He really is emotionally immature person. But he is telling me. But I don't know. I think you've kind of like closed off that part of him because he taught you what you didn't like. He taught you what you didn't need. He taught you he would scream at you. Uh-huh. It's just because he was doing some bad shit. What? What? What were you doing? Y'all were playing house apparently. So y'all live together? Interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. I go, what are you doing? He's talking about how he's, again, look, you're getting the quintessential thing that I talk about on live all the time. My God. he's walking back and forth and he goes, he says, yeah. I go, well, where are you at? Like, what is this? Like a young thing? He goes, no. He was like, I was here. I was telling her what to do. You do this. He was like, and I would come home. He was like, who knew where I was at? It doesn't fucking matter like that. And he's talking about how there's an air of, I don't know if it's drugs or alcohol being involved here as well. There's like that happening because there's like this darkness or heaviness that goes with it. He says, he keeps whipping out like a little gun in my head. And I'm okay with it. And which could also mean that he's just very aggressive as well. He says that, what? So he was like fighting with you and then he died and then like, weird.
Wasn't with me. We've
Y'all had already broken up
for years. And I guess apparently I had went on vacation. And I guess he had come back and was like, looked like to where we used to live because he moved 4 hours back home and was going around and telling like my stepbrothers and stuff like that he's sorry for the way he treated me. It was like apologizing to everybody. And then I think it was like a few months later, I found out, I heard that he was in a fight with his current girlfriend and shot himself. That's the gun he's waving around. Yeah. He goes like this. He says
he's
been in contact with him for years and years, but I guess apparently he was trying to apologize and say for how bad he treated me and that I didn't deserve it.
He was. Well, there is love there. But it's not a whole lot. And it's because of what happened. And when I asked him, I go, what did you do, guy? He's talking about being upset, being angry, waving this little gun around. He's talking about, I got into a fight and then bam. And I'm like, okay.
That's the story I heard from his friends back where he used it. That's I go, let me guess. He was fighting with his girlfriend and he did it. And they're like, because I just knew how he was. He was abusive. And
hothead. Yeah. Very much so. He stays with you a lot.
I had that. Yeah, like don't come in my. I'm like, why is he still here? Like,
because he wants to do a couple of things. One, you're a person, and it's not bad. I don't want you to be afraid. It's not bad. He's not going to hurt you.
Feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel it. I think part of it is that
he just didn't know how to. I think.
Well, and he never got that chance to say, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then he did this.
He was trying to, and then, it's like they know before they know.
They do know before they know. And so now he's here. And what do I always talk about? What do they do? What does he do? He owes it to you. Right. And so he's here and he hangs out with you. Not just saying he like a creep just watching you, but he's now going to help you. Okay. What? Hold on. Gosh, what?
He was good when he was good.
He can be. He's funny. He like keeps talking about, he reminds me of Eminem in my head. I have no idea why, or like Marshall Mathers. And it doesn't make any sense as to why. He like tries to pull himself up as being a badass like that. And I'm like, okay. He says that, Weird. Somebody has some very heavy Scorpio in them. Yeah, very, very heavy Scorpio.
I don't remember what his
okay. Well, figured. Let me know. Let me know on live. Hold on. Tell me, what are you doing here? Oh. Weird. I mean, I know whenever you're with him, you're not. Did you like get pregnant with him?
Oh God, no.
Okay, good. Good. I know the daughter you have is not his. This is all he says. He talks about how, I go, what are you doing? He says, I wanted a family. And I was like, no, you didn't. That's not a thing. And then he just makes a comment on like how, like I should have made this a family. You know, he's just talking about how stupid he was.
I heard he had a daughter after us, but he wasn't around for her. I don't know.
Okay, this is what he says. He says, like, I put a baby in her. That's why. And I was like, what does that mean? So he has a daughter around somewhere. Okay, we're going to leave that there. He's probably trying to get across to that. He says, let me go ahead. What? I feel like you talk out loud to him or something, or you feel him, something about, or you're talking like out loud. Do you like feel them and like talk out loud to them?
Yeah, it's like, I always feel like, yeah, it's weird. Because I haven't had it in my life. I've been married. I'll be married 13 years this year. Like, so it's been like a long time. Like,
yes.
So it's probably been 16 years since I've been with him or longer. Like, so. But I still. But it's like I be in my dream. Like, it's weird. Like, we haven't had a life. Like, it's been a long time, but it's like there's almost like I don't know. I guess he let it go.
Time doesn't exist. Remember?
Well, yeah.
So to him, 16 years never happened. But there's him owing you, him helping you. Oh wait, tell me. So who else? Who else is here? Can you tell me? He just wants to say he's sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He just wants to tell you he's sorry. So if you can accept it, I know you will. He's going to be around you for a long time. He's trying to take, there's a woman he's trying to bring through. What? Something. Where's your mom?
She's passed.
Yeah. I said there's a woman he's trying to bring through. That's what that is. All I hear is he's talking about like making restitutions or like I don't know if that's the correct word with your mom. And he's saying like I'll bring her through. He says that, yeah. What? Wait, I mean, your mom is your mom, but were you and her like oil and vinegar?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna leave that here.
She drove me crazy.
So yeah, he says, I go, what are you doing? He says, I'm trying to bring somebody in for her. I go, well, who? He says, her mom. And I was like, where's your mom? He says she's passed.
He never met her, but we lived in my childhood. No.
Really? Okay. Well, he met her now. Yeah. Because they're there, they're in spirit. Okay. Yeah. And so he says that I go, well, what about her? He goes, man, he says, you should see the fireworks that are going to happen here, which means like it's oil and water. And he says that your mother always has an opinion about everything. What? But like little snide opinions in my head in a good way. Tell me what happened. What are you doing? Give me your mom's first name only so I don't call her mom. Yeah. Brenda. Okay. I have a question just because it was here on my last session. And, sometimes I have spirits that show up like yours did again. Do you know anybody named Bobby or Robert? Because Bob is Robert.
Yeah. No.
I had clear as day a name, Bobby, like that. But like if it was out of New York City. Yeah. And I was like, do you know a Babby? And I was like, yeah. So we'll know
Babby.
Babby. It was exactly like that. So I'll let you know tomorrow on live. So you're my second person I've asked about Babby so far. So I'm going for Robert too. Yeah. Babby's lost. He is lost. He's here. We'll find a home for him. What are you doing? Come here, Brenda, instead of Babby. What happened with you? Oh, interesting. Your mother is not loud in my head anymore. She's kind of just like, what? She's like sitting on a chair with her hands like this. She's just very quiet. I don't know why. She says that, what? Mom, for some reason, has a lot of making up to do for you too. Like, it feels like you have all these people around you that are supporting you, that are trying to do better for you. She's sitting there. She has a feeling. She's not saying anything. She's not doing it. She's just giving off this feeling. And she has this feeling of like, I'm here to try to support my daughter because maybe I was really not in her life, or like not able to be in her life, like mentally, physically, emotionally. She says that, what? I wonder if your mom chose other things. I don't know why. There's just a feeling of like choosing other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says she's sorry for that. She says that where she feels very, she's not dark in my head. She feels like better, which is weird.
Really, that's good. I didn't know. I kind of thought maybe she might have been
dark. Me too. Yeah. Me too. Me too. But the way that she feels right now, because the quiet, because the feelings, because the signs, it doesn't feel as like as our guy over here. Hold on, not Babby. What are you doing?
Not Babby.
Babby. Hold on, tell me, Mom, what happened with you and what was going on with you?
So low.
Pay attention. She's talking about paying attention to your daughter. She's talking about having to be next to her, paying attention to her. Was she like not around your daughter at all?
She never met her. No. Yeah, my mom's been gone for, well, I turned 40 yesterday, and she.
Oh, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. She died when I was like 23.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. She just goes like this. I said, so what do you do, Mom? She says, like, I owe it to her daughter, and I grow up with her, or I help take care of her. She says that I wonder if your mom is from like a country town. Everything kind of feels like a country town in my head. She just heard the term country bumpkin, and I'm not saying she was, but no, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, that makes...
okay. Okay. She, what? Oh, what? We kind of just gave up on Mom. She feels so old. I wonder if did Mom like get messed up in drugs?
No, I mean, no. I mean, she drank a lot, but
yeah,
you know,
yeah. It just kind of, let me just tell you what it feels like. It kind of just feels like she got left up to her own devices. And it was already too late at the end of it. And there was really like nothing anybody can do. This woman doesn't even feel in my head like what she maybe is 50, maybe when she crosses over. Yeah. She just wishes she could do better. And she keeps talking about being left alone. So I don't know what was going on with her or what was happening with her. Hold on. I don't know what abuse is going on, but we'll leave that there. Maybe mental from her. What happened with you? Yeah, she's higher vibration now, which is interesting. She doesn't even like to talk about that. It's not a thing for her. What was going on with her? What happened with her at the end? She's been gone for a while.
Cancer.
What was that? Cancer?
Yeah. I found her. Yeah. After she died, because I was the only one around to take care of her.
So she died, and nobody was there with her. Home. And then yeah.
But it wasn't like, it was like the same day, because I talked to her every day. I was trying to call her to bring her meals, like, and she wasn't answering. So
no, I know she loves you. She doesn't want you to like have any guilt, have any heaviness about that. I think that may be going along with that. Like, let that go. Because she's not there. She's not there. She what? Did she have like lung cancer or something?
it started in the breast, but it had already metastasized, so it spread
everywhere. Okay. She goes like this. I go, what did you have? What was going on? And she goes, and so I'm like, boob, lung. She says that, and it was fast, apparently. She wishes she wouldn't have been so grumpy, you know.
Very narcissistic, kind of, I guess you'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's not a whole lot of good cuddles and love coming from her when she's here. Let's just say that. And she's sorry about that. And so she's going to be here to help you too. She's going to be here to love you. She's a little bit more quiet. What? Who is the May? Do we have a May birthday or a Taurus?
My daughter's May. She's May 1st.
Oh, really? Cool. Okay. I go, who do you want to talk about, or who do you watch the most? And then she gives me the feeling of, which is Taurus in my head. And so I'm like, who are we talking about with that? So she, again, what did she say? She helps your daughter, right? She follows her. She brings that back up again. She says that, wait, what state are you in?
Kansas.
No wonder I've never actually been to Kansas. Yes, that's right. Okay. I have never been to Kansas. I've only flown over it. I've never driven through. So
there's really not much here to come to.
No, but it's okay. It's okay. Hold on. What? Are you like near Kansas City?
4 hours, but that's where my ex was from and where he lived was in Kansas City. That one that's
okay,
out there,
yes, that one. Okay, somebody just said, ooh, Kansas City barbecue. And I was like, oh, are we in Kansas City? So they're talking about that. Hold on. Let's see. Mom, so what do you do? Do you? I don't think you are. I mean, you have, God, girl, these next couple of years is going to be about you figuring out like what you're going to do, where you're going to go, like how things, I don't know, like it's like a reinvention of who you are. When your daughter, either, I don't know, you and her have a feeling like, I need y'all to open up your own business together. Like there's just something like that, but she's planning on like, what's going on with that?
She's only 10 right now, but she's very mature for it. We always talk, we live in a little town. We always talk about like, wouldn't it be cool to open up like a coffee flower shop?
Yes.
And name it the Tin Cup because her name's Tinley. And Christian. So I was like, the Tin Cup, that'd be so cute. But I don't think it'll ever happen. I mean,
why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't trust
my.
I don't know nothing about it.
Okay. And I didn't know anything about being on social media, but guess what? We did it together. Okay. Yeah. So I want to let you know, and it just happens. There's a weird thing about how her creative mind, because she's a Taurus, that's all about business. And then you, as you grow, it's almost like I'd want y'all to open up, and because you've already talked about it, like push that forward. She's talking about how like these next 2 years, I would want you to like reinvent the wheel, not only on yourself, but what you do, and really move forward with something like that. I don't know. It would be very nerve-wracking for you, but at the same time, you'd be mighty proud of it. And I don't think it's going to last, 30, 40 years, but I think if you get it for 10, that'd be kind of cool. Okay. Oh, and I would promote the shit out of it. We'd be having the Tin Cup people fly everywhere. It'd be a whole thing. Okay. All the way. You already have it right here. I'll be your lifeblood. Don't worry about it. Okay. We'll do lives there. I'll be like, y'all need to come here. You're going to have people coming over from like UK and stuff. So just letting you, this is recorded. So it means it's a thing. Hold on. I want to see who else is around here. So we have mom. Mom loves you. She's around. She takes care of your daughter and you. Ex, we know what happened with him. He's so weird. He was like the very beginning, like smacked me in my face. What literally? He's just like just standing in the back. Who? There's another guy, but hold on. Who are you? Weird. Your husband is close with his family?
Mm-mm. They don't speak, actually. And we're like the same town. Like it's a small town. But no, yeah, yeah.
So there's something about some gentleman. They're talking about getting contact with him. I don't know if it's his father or something like that, but they're talking about, because he's still alive, correct? His dad is still alive?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is just a warning. You know how sometimes they give warnings. I talk about that. It's like, I know he may be a shitbag, but I think there may be something happening where he like passes pretty quickly, pretty soon. And pretty soon for me usually means like in the next like 2-3 years, like that. So if
my husband's dad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if he wants to, pretty much that means like if you want any type of closure or like, you know, don't wait, you know. One. There is something about, maybe it's because I'm tapping into your husband's side. There's some guy, I think he may have died. The guy. He's standing outside of the truck. He's waving his hand. And like that. He's outside and he's not old. But he's angelic. Interesting.
He's saying what?
He's angelic. But you didn't lose like a, you don't have a brother that's gone. I can tell you that. I wonder if this is like, you didn't lose like a really good guy friend to like a vehicle accident, like on a truck.
That was a vehicle, but not too long ago, we did find he got sick and went into the hospital and passed away.
And he died. And he was a really good friend.
Yeah. He was kind of like one of those, like, you know, charity, you know, but he was always around. Like he was our really close friend.
Yeah, but it's interesting because he's just standing next to a truck, which could mean a couple, but there's no, I don't feel anything, which means he could be standing next to his truck and he's waving. But he is angelic, which means, what does that mean? He didn't pass in a really, you know, like drugs or alcohol or suicide or anything like that. And he feels like a good friend and he's just popping to say, hi.
That's good.
That's it. And so he's friends of you and your husband?
Yeah. Yeah.
No wonder he's referencing both of them. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if this is for your husband or for you, but they're kind of in the middle. What? Hold on. Did he get a bacterial infection really bad? You know?
I'm really not sure. I think he had been sick for quite a while and then he finally went. So I think in the end it ended up being his heart, but I think he was probably just, it could have been like, yeah.
Everything. Okay. He gives me the feeling of like, if I was sick for a while, it's not cancer, but it's like if I was sick with like hepatitis, which is like, you know, a bacterial infection or whatever that is, or blood. And I'm like, why? Hold on. Hold on. Do you know if they ended up cremating him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He said, no. I go, what are you doing? He says, I'm outside. He's like outside of your house. I go, oh, okay. I go, what are you doing? I said, are you at your gravesite? He goes, no. He said, there's no little mound for me. And I'm like, okay. So he guards the outside of your house. Your mother is sitting next to you. Your ex is sitting around you. He's not actually here right now. He like left somewhere. He'll be back in a little bit. He will. What? There's a. Did you not know your dad's mom?
Well, my dad was adopted.
Oh, really?
So I think I've met her like one time, which I don't even know if I don't know if she's like, but I knew my dad's adoptive parents. They were my grandparents. They were the only ones that I knew.
Okay. Interesting. So that's the adoption thing. I don't know. You'll have to check on that. There's a weird feeling about how a woman is here. It would be like one level up from mother. So for me, this is getting into like grandmother territory, kind of like that. But then they're talking about how the exact words were, she knew me, but she didn't know her very well. Like, that's it. And I'm like, do we not know them? That could go along with adoption. That could go along with, hold on. What? She says your husband, or some woman is saying, woman, maybe this is your mom too. I don't know. It's collective right now. She says that, so your husband works like 14-hour days?
Yeah, I can, especially in the summer. We have construction business, so.
Construction. Okay, interesting. They're talking about him coming in being super fucking sweaty, and having these really long shifts and being absolutely exhausted at the end of it. And one. Have y'all like not? But did you buy land?
I inherited my grandma's land. I'm like wondering where's she at?
Yeah, this is what's coming in. We're coming in right
now. My best.
Yeah.
My best.
She's your best. Okay, it's because I'm in the middle vibration right now. They're talking about. I said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And like, did you not build a house on that land?
No, I wish I could, but it's too far from where we're at.
No. Okay, yeah. Some woman is talking, and
we talked about doing a cabin or something like where we could just, get away to.
Yeah,
it's not that far. It's like 45 minutes an hour, but just with our business, it kind of. But I would die. It's beautiful. I'd love to build there. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Remember I said there's some woman here trying to talk. This is your grandmother then, and that's I go. Who are you? What's going on? What do you want to talk about? She says the land that they have, or the land that they bought, and I'm like, okay, what about that? And she shows me like prairie in my head, and I go, oh, okay. And she says like they haven't built on it, like they haven't done that, like a getaway. And I was like, well, why don't they do that? And then she keeps saying like, make it your own, enjoy it, make it your own. So when you get a second, I need you to open up the tin cup, and I need you to build a lodge on there. Okay, you can do it. And I'm going to check in every single day. I'm going to say, did you open the tin cup? I'm going to be really annoying. Okay. It's just going to be a constant reminder.
Like, who is this lady that's making you do
I know. It's okay. We'll talk about it. We'll get it. You can come down. You can be on my area too. It'll be a whole thing. Hold on. What? Let me see her. Come here. What? All I hear is a woman's voice. I don't see her at all. And she says like, do you think I forgot you?
I don't ever feel like
Really?
I feel her.
No, because she's high. She's very, very good. She's very, very good. She loves you. She just says, like, do you think I forgot you? It just goes along with like, no. What? Interesting. She says you put yourself in this darkness. You put yourself in this place. You remember, like, you're the light. She goes, remember that you're happy. She loves you. What? You do have enough time. You have all the potential in the world, and you have all the time in the world. Stop it. You are so good. And you're such a good mom to your kid. Like, and you're so overprotective in the best way possible, and like, I'm here for it. What? And I don't know. Do you like tell yourself you need to lose weight? Because you're great.
Oh no,
I have no idea.
Actually.
Okay. Well, stop. You look great. Don't. She just talks about weight and you talking bad about yourself. And I'm like, you don't need to. She says that it's because you're so stressed. What? Take the time and breathe. Gather yourself. This woman just loves you. She is your angel. She's your angel. Okay. She's not leaving you. I want you to put a plan together, because I'm going to have to go to my next session too right now, but I want you to put a plan together. I want you to think about the tin cup. I want you to slowly make it a reality. I want you to think about the lodge. And now you have a 10-year-old right now. So none of this has to happen now, but let's make this a 10-year plan.
I have one quick question. I know you have to go, but my uncle died kind of mysteriously. And I just wanted to know, he actually died by they said that he did, like, we're in Pumpkin Town, or if it was more than that.
Wait, say it one more time. Sorry, I was skipping. Say it one more time.
If he actually like died the way that they just wrote him off, that he died or if it was more.
Give me his first name only.
Brad. They were all B's.
Brad. Brad. But there's nothing from Brad's ever are good. I had an ex-boyfriend, Brad, my ex-husband, Brad. I mean, all of them. Hold on.
My grandma lost all of her kids before she passed, so she had 3 of them, and I remember I was like dead. So.
Yeah, everybody is. Oh, we could go into this all day, you know that. What? Brad's like alone. He says like, shit, I just woke up. He's like talking about just like falling out. I wonder why. Weird. Do we feel like it was a drug-induced heart attack or something?
He drank a lot. They said he hit his head and bled out. But there was some things before that made me wonder if it was not more than
foul
that.
Play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's more than that. Now he does talk about, the reason I said drugs is because he's talking about being intoxicated over and over and over again, or
it
like
being very, could have been drunk.
Really. But then he talks about how when he dies, he just goes and he falls out, and like that's it. That's all he sees. Now I'm not discounting that there wasn't some creepy stuff going on around him.
Yeah.
I just don't think anybody purposely did it to him.
Okay.
But there is a feeling of like, ooh, that's weird. We'll look into that more tomorrow. Be on live. Got it?
I'm always there.
I know. I love you. I got to run to my next session. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow and we'll look into that, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, my friend.
Bye.